I think it's very easy to forget why we're doing what we're doing to begin with in the first place. It becomes rote, it becomes repeatable, it becomes to a degree automated, whether it's AI doing the automation or we as the human beings have just automated whatever it is, and we're not being mindful of why we're doing this in the first place. So there is actual proof coming from Gallup here that by being mindful of the words and the way that we communicate can have a positive influence to establish a strong foundation that we can build this hierarchy of team needs on. So let's go ahead and do that, because you have this framework that at the very bottom you've got these two basic needs. You've got trust and you've got honest feedback. Let's start there. What do you mean by trust and honest feedback, and why are these basic needs?
I was on a call with credit unions the other day, and somebody's name was Janny. And I said, Johnny, do you have a question? She unmuted and she's like, oh, no, I didn't have a question. But did you just call me Johnny? And as a leader who's trying to build authority, who has maybe responsibility over somebody's learning journey in that process, my knee jerk reaction would be something like, "Oh, maybe my microphone picked up Johnny, but I actually said Janny." That's that's kind of what my knee jerk reaction was. When we go there,
Mm,
when we go to a place of authenticity, because I said Johnny, because we want to protect our own image. We don't we want to be reflected as a superhero in the eyes of our employees. We want to be someone who maybe they call us the beast, or that person doesn't even bleed, because I gotta get these people to follow the way that I need them to go. And so I can't showcase who I really am. When we put up those walls of invulnerability between us and our employees, that is the absolute demolisher of them feeling like they can come to us about anything, right? They don't feel comfortable in a meeting to provide that honest feedback. That if you don't know whether or not this is a problem for you and your team, when does the actual meeting happen? Does it happen when you're expressing the new idea that you have? Is that when you get the real feedback, or does it happen in the meeting after the meeting?
mm.
In the real meeting, the people just nod their head like bobbleheads. Yeah, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea, boss. And at the water cooler, they say that was the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life. What is he smoking? Like,
Well, let's let's pause on this point of vulnerability here. Um, why is that so hard? Do you feel in today's working world to show up and just be real? Like, and I've really had to work on this myself in full vulnerability and full authenticity here. Like I was not always, and I'm still working on it. Like to really,
mm,
this is like I am a human being. I am flawed.
yeah,
I am still working. I'm a work in progress. There are some really great things about me. There are some things that could be even better. And let's have a conversation about both, or put all of that out there. Why is it so challenging to do that?
it's interesting because the human brain sees being perceived as a weak person as the very thing that would keep somebody from listening to you,
Mm,
when in reality it's the flip opposite. They're not going If they don't know you, they're not going to trust you, and if they don't trust you, they're not going to follow you. And so when you got off the phone with your wife and it was a bad conversation, like, you're like, you know what, I got to compartmentalize this, I got to go to work, I got to show up. And you come in through that door, and typically you're sunshine and smiles, but everyone can tell this is a different version of you coming through the door. And somebody says, hey, good morning, how you doing today? And you say, fine. I mean, that you destroyed trust in that moment. It's better to say, you know what, just got off a hard call, but I'm going to, I'm gonna make a great effort today. Thank you for asking. Or, you know what, I got 4 kids, didn't sleep very much last night, but I'm still gonna give it my all. We're gonna have a great day today. Those kind of responses build in transparency, which builds in a team member feeling comfortable coming to another imperfect human being and saying, hey, I think your idea needs work. Whereas if I try to treat my job as, I can't show them my imperfections, then they're not going to show me